Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about a principle that can transform our lives and our communities: the importance of not hurting anyone. This simple yet profound idea serves as a guiding light in our interactions and decisions. We live in a world where pain and hurt can easily be inflicted, whether intentionally or inadvertently. But each of us has the power to choose a different path, a path of compassion, understanding, and respect. Before you speak or act, put yourself in someone else's shoes. Understand their struggles and their joys. Empathy can bridge gaps and heal wounds. Remember that words can cut deeper than any physical weapon. Choose your words wisely. Speak with kindness and intention. Actions speak louder than words. When you embody compassion and understanding, you inspire others to do the same. Be a beacon of light in dark times. Disagreements are part of life, but how we handle them defines us. Approach conflicts with a calm demeanor and a desire to understand rather than to attack. Every action has consequences. A single act of kindness can inspire a chain reaction. Conversely, a moment of anger can lead to lasting harm. Holding on to anger only hurts you in the long run. Let go of grudges. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself, freeing you from the shackles of resentment. In a world filled with division, strive to promote understanding. Listen to diverse perspectives and engage in meaningful conversations that foster respect. We're all in this together. Lend a helping hand to those in need and uplift those around you. Your support can make a world of difference. Always consider how your actions affect others. Even small gestures can have profound effects on someone's day or life. At the end of the day, love is the strongest force we possess. Choose love in your interactions and watch how it transforms both you and those around you. Empathy is not just a nice idea, it's the foundation upon which we build our relationships and our lives. Think about it for a moment. Every single person you encounter is fighting a battle you know nothing about. They carry their own burdens, their own fears, and their own dreams. When you take a moment to truly understand where someone is coming from, you begin to break down the walls that separate us. Imagine walking into a room filled with people. Each face tells a story, and each story is rich with experiences that shape who they are. When you approach someone with empathy, you're not just acknowledging their pain or their joy, you're saying, I see you, I hear you, your feelings matter. This connection, however simple it may seem, is powerful. It opens doors, fosters trust, and creates a space where vulnerability can thrive. Empathy also requires vulnerability on your part. It means letting go of judgment and embracing understanding, even when it's uncomfortable. It's about being willing to listen, to learn, and to grow alongside others. When we empathize, we don't just sympathize with someone's struggle, we strive to understand the root of that struggle. We recognize that pain is universal and that our shared humanity binds us together. Every time you choose to empathize, you're lighting a candle in the darkness. You're illuminating the path for others, showing them that they are not alone in their journey. This act of connection can turn a moment of isolation into one of solidarity. And in a world that often feels divided, that's a revolutionary act. So let's make empathy our first response, not our last resort. Let's build a culture where we actively seek to understand each other. Because when we do, we cultivate compassion. And in that compassion, we find the strength to uplift one another. We have the power to change lives, starting with our own. Words matter, my friends. They carry weight, they can uplift, inspire, and heal. But they can also wound, divide, and destroy. Think about the last time someone said something that struck you deep, either a compliment that made your day or a harsh word that lingered long after it was spoken. The impact of our words can last far longer than we realize. When we communicate, we have a choice. We can choose to speak with kindness and respect, or let negativity slip through our lips. Every time you open your mouth, you have the power to create an atmosphere of positivity or negativity. So ask yourself, what do you want to bring into the world? Do you want to lift people up or tear them down? In our daily lives, we often forget how powerful our words can be. In moments of frustration or anger, it's all too easy to let harsh words fly. But in those moments, we have to remember the long-lasting effects of what we say. A simple insult can linger in someone's mind, shaping their self-esteem and altering their outlook on life. Conversely, a well-timed compliment can spark a flame of confidence that fuels someone's dreams. When you engage with others, Approach each conversation as an opportunity to make a positive impact. Be intentional with your language. Choose words that inspire growth, encourage vulnerability, and foster connection. You never know when a few kind words might change the course of someone's day or even their life. Let's not forget that words are also the bridge to understanding. In times of conflict or disagreement, the way we communicate can either deepen divides or pave the way for resolution. A thoughtful conversation can transform anger into understanding and fear into connection. So, as you go through your day, remember this: every word you speak is a choice. Make those choices count. Speak life into others, uplift them with your voice, and let your words be a source of strength and encouragement. Because in the end, it's not just what we say, it's how we say it and the intention behind it that truly matters. Choose wisely and watch how your words can change the world around you. Leading by example is one of the most powerful ways to inspire others. It's about living your values every single day, showing up not just with words, but with actions that reflect the kind of person you aspire to be. When you walk the talk, you become a beacon of hope and guidance for those around you. People are always watching, and they'll notice when you embody the principles you preach. Consider the impact of your daily choices. When you treat others with respect, even in difficult situations, you're not just making a statement, you're setting a standard. You're demonstrating that kindness and integrity matter, even when the world tries to push you in the opposite direction. Your actions speak louder than any motivational speech could ever hope to. Think about the times when you've been inspired by someone's commitment to their values. Maybe it was a mentor, a friend, or even a stranger who showed resilience in the face of adversity. Their example ignited something within you, didn't it? That's the power of leading by example. It creates ripples that can influence countless lives, often in ways you'll never see. When challenges arise, don't shy away from the tough decisions. Show others how to confront obstacles with grace and determination. It's in those moments of struggle that your true character shines. By facing adversity head-on and maintaining your integrity, you encourage others to do the same. You're not just talking about perseverance, you're living it. And that's what resonates. Every day you have the chance to inspire others with your actions. Whether it's lending a hand to someone in need, listening when others are speaking, or standing up for what's right, these moments define you. They create a legacy that others can look to for guidance. So let your life be your message. Show up with authenticity and purpose. Make choices that reflect your values and watch how those around you start to rise up, inspired by your example. You have the power to shape the world not just through what you say, but through the way you live. Lead with integrity and others will follow. Resolving conflict with care is one of the most critical skills we can develop in our lives. Conflicts are inevitable, they are a part of being human. But how we handle those conflicts can define our relationships and our communities. Instead of letting anger or frustration dictate our responses, we have the opportunity to approach disagreements with grace and understanding. When tensions rise, it's easy to react impulsively. But in those moments, pause and take a step back. Ask yourself what's really at stake here. Emotions can cloud our judgment, but if we ground ourselves in empathy and intention, we can navigate even the most heated situations with poise. Approach the conversation not as adversaries, but as partners seeking a resolution. Listening is at the heart of resolving conflict. When you genuinely listen to the other person, you're opening the door to understanding their perspective. It's about more than just hearing words, it's about feeling the weight of their emotions and acknowledging their experiences. This doesn't mean you have to agree with everything they say, but it does mean you respect their viewpoint. That respect can transform a potentially explosive situation into a constructive dialogue. It's also crucial to communicate your own feelings honestly and calmly. Speak from the heart, but do so with care. Use I statements to express how the situation affects you, rather than casting blame. This approach fosters a sense of safety in the conversation and encourages the other person to engage openly. Remember, you're working toward a common goal: resolution, not victory. When conflicts are resolved with care, they can lead to deeper connections. The process itself can build trust and mutual respect, reminding everyone involved that disagreements don't have to damage relationships. Instead, they can serve as opportunities for growth, understanding, and collaboration. Let's not forget the power of forgiveness. Sometimes, letting go of past grievances is the key to moving forward. Holding on to anger only weighs us down. By choosing to forgive both others and ourselves, we free our hearts to embrace better possibilities. In the end, resolving conflict with care isn't just about finding a solution, it's about nurturing relationships and fostering an environment where everyone feels heard and valued. Approach each disagreement with a commitment to understanding and watch how it transforms not just the situation, but the way we connect with one another. Let's strive to handle conflict not as a battle to be won, but as a journey toward greater understanding. Recognizing the ripple effect in our actions is vital. Every choice we make, every word we speak, creates waves that extend far beyond our immediate surroundings. It's like tossing a stone into a still pond. The ripples spread outward, influencing everything in their path. We often underestimate the impact we have on others, but the truth is we are all interconnected. Think about the smallest act of kindness you've experienced. Maybe someone held the door for you, or a stranger offered a smile on a tough day. Those moments resonate. They lift our spirits and remind us that we're not alone in our struggles. When we extend that same kindness to others, we set off a chain reaction. One small gesture can inspire someone to pay it forward, creating a cycle of positivity that can touch countless lives. But the ripple effect isn't limited to kindness. Negative actions have just as much power. A harsh word, a dismissive attitude, or a moment of anger can leave scars. When we lash out, we don't just affect the person in front of us, we can impact their relationships, their outlook, and their day. It's crucial to recognize that our actions create consequences, both good and bad, that reverberate through the lives of others. Imagine walking into a room filled with tension. You have the power to change the atmosphere. With just a few thoughtful words or a genuine smile, you can shift the energy, lifting everyone's spirits. Conversely, allowing negativity to fester can create an environment where fear and resentment thrive. You have the choice to create a positive ripple or let the negative waves crash down. Let's also consider the long-term effects of our actions. The seeds we plant today can grow into something beautiful tomorrow. When we choose to be a force for good, we're not just influencing the present, we're shaping the future. Each act of compassion, each moment of understanding contributes to a legacy of kindness that can inspire generations to come. So as you go through your day, be mindful of the ripples you create. Choose to act with intention, recognizing that your choices matter. Whether it's lifting someone up in their moment of need or simply sharing a laugh, understand that those moments can spark change. Embrace the power of your influence, and let's strive to create ripples of positivity that spread far and wide. Together we can transform our communities and the world, one act at a time. Practicing forgiveness is one of the most powerful gifts we can give ourselves. It's easy to hold on to anger, to let resentment fester and grow. But in doing so, we only imprison ourselves in a cycle of pain. Forgiveness is about liberation. It frees us from the burdens we carry and opens our hearts to healing. Think about the weight of a grudge. It can be heavy, dragging you down and clouding your vision. But when you choose to forgive, you're not saying that what happened was okay. You're not excusing the behavior or minimizing the hurt. Instead, you're taking control of your own life and choosing to let go of the emotional shackles that hold you back. Forgiveness starts within. It begins with understanding that we are all human, imperfect beings making our way through life. We all stumble, we all fall short, and we all make mistakes. When we can acknowledge that fallibility in ourselves, it becomes easier to extend that same grace to others. It's an act of compassion that says, I recognize your humanity just as I recognize my own. Remember, forgiveness doesn't mean you have to forget. It doesn't mean you have to reconcile or return to the way things were. It's about finding peace within yourself. It's about saying, I refuse to let this situation define my happiness. When you let go of grudges, you create space for love, joy, and new opportunities. You open your heart to experiences that can enrich your life. And let's not forget the power of self-forgiveness. We all carry regrets, things we wish we had done differently. But beating ourselves up only perpetuates the cycle of negativity. To move forward, we must forgive ourselves for past mistakes. Acknowledge what you've learned and use that knowledge to grow. Remember, you're a work in progress, just like everyone else. Practicing forgiveness is also a choice we make every day. It can be challenging, especially when emotions run high. But it's in those moments that it's most important. Choose to respond with compassion instead of anger. Choose to extend a hand instead of a fist. When you do, you not only heal yourself, but you also create a ripple effect that can inspire others to do the same. In the end, forgiveness is not a sign of weakness, it's a testament to your strength. It takes courage to let go, to confront pain, and to move forward with an open heart. So let's commit to practicing forgiveness, both for ourselves and for others. In doing so, we can create a world filled with compassion, understanding, and love. Promoting understanding is essential in a world that often feels divided. Every day, we encounter people with different backgrounds, beliefs, and experiences. Instead of allowing those differences to create barriers, we have the opportunity to build bridges. Understanding begins with the simple act of listening, truly listening to one another. It's about taking the time to hear someone's story and appreciate the journey that brought them to where they are today. When we open ourselves to understanding, we invite compassion into our lives. It's easy to judge someone based on a single interaction or a preconceived notion. But when we dig deeper, we often discover layers of complexity that challenge our assumptions. Each person has their own struggles, their own victories, and their own lessons learned. By embracing this complexity, we enrich our own perspectives and foster deeper connections. We also have to recognize the power of dialogue. Conversation should be a two-way street where both parties are willing to share and to learn. Approach discussions with an open mind and a willingness to understand, even when opinions clash. It's not about winning an argument, it's about exploring ideas and finding common ground. When we engage in respectful dialogue, we create an environment where everyone feels valued and heard. In times of conflict, it's especially important to promote understanding. Instead of reacting with anger or defensiveness, let's ask questions. Seek to understand the other person's viewpoint, even if you don't agree with it. This approach can diffuse tension and pave the way for resolution. When people feel understood, they are more likely to reciprocate, creating a space for healing and collaboration. Education plays a critical role in fostering understanding. By exposing ourselves to different cultures, histories, and perspectives, we expand our own horizons. Seek out diverse voices in literature, art, and media. Engage with communities different from your own. The more we learn about others, the more we realize how much we share a desire for connection, acceptance, and belonging. And let's not forget that understanding is a continuous journey. It requires humility and a willingness to evolve. We will make mistakes along the way, we will stumble in our attempts to connect. But it's in those moments that we can learn the most. Embrace the discomfort, ask questions, and be open to change. Promoting understanding is not just a personal endeavor, it's a collective responsibility. Together, we can create a world where empathy and compassion reign. Let's commit to fostering understanding in our daily lives so that we can build a brighter future for everyone. When we choose to promote understanding, we choose to break down walls and build a community rooted in respect and love. Supporting one another is the cornerstone of a strong community. In a world that can sometimes feel isolating and challenging, it's essential to remember that we are not alone. Each of us is fighting our own battles, facing our own struggles, and navigating our own journeys. When we extend our hands to lift each other up, we create a network of strength and resilience. Think about the power of simply being there for someone. A kind word, a listening ear, or a small gesture of support can mean the world to someone in need. It's about showing up, not just in the good times, but in the tough times too. When someone feels supported, they're more likely to take risks, pursue their dreams, and confront challenges with courage. Your presence can be the anchor that steadies them in turbulent waters. Support also means recognizing the strengths in others and encouraging them to shine. Celebrate their victories, no matter how small. When you lift someone up, you empower them to reach for their goals and dreams. It's about creating an environment where everyone feels valued and appreciated, where collaboration thrives over competition. Together, we can achieve more than we ever could alone. Let's not overlook the importance of vulnerability in supporting one another. It's okay to show your own struggles and ask for help when you need it. By being open about our challenges, we give others permission to do the same. This shared vulnerability fosters deeper connections and allows us to understand one another on a more profound level. It's a reminder that we're all in this together and that it's okay to lean on each other. In moments of crisis, we have to rise to the occasion. Whether it's a personal tragedy or a community-wide challenge, standing together makes all the difference. Don't underestimate the power of collective action. When we join forces to support one another, we can create meaningful change and inspire hope. There's strength in numbers, and together we can overcome obstacles that seem insurmountable. Supporting one another is also about being present in everyday life. Check in on your friends and family, ask how they're doing, and truly listen to their responses. Sometimes it's the little things that matter most. A simple text or a call can remind someone that they are valued and not forgotten. So let's make a conscious effort to support one another, not just when it's convenient, but as a way of life. Let's foster an environment where compassion, encouragement, and understanding are the norms. By lifting each other up, we not only strengthen our relationships, but also create a ripple effect that can transform our communities. Remember, when we support one another, we all rise together. Being mindful of your impact is a game changer. Every action you take, every word you speak, sends out ripples that can influence the lives of those around you. It's vital to recognize that we are all interconnected and what we do matters more than we often realize. Think about it, a simple act of kindness can light up someone's day. When you choose to be supportive or encouraging, you create a positive environment that inspires others to do the same. On the flip side, a careless comment or a thoughtless action can cause hurt that lingers long after the moment has passed. This is why being mindful isn't just about self-awareness, it's about understanding the broader effect you can have on the world. Consider the weight of your words. When you speak, think about how your message will be received. Are you lifting someone up or tearing them down? The language we use can shape perceptions and influence emotions. Be intentional with your words, aiming to uplift rather than diminish. It's in those small choices that we create a culture of respect and kindness. Actions matter too. Every time you make a choice, whether it's how you treat a stranger or how you respond to frustration, you're teaching others what's acceptable. If you approach situations with patience and compassion, you're setting a standard for those around you. Conversely, if you react with anger or negativity, you may unintentionally give others permission to do the same. Mindfulness also extends to understanding the consequences of our decisions. Before you act, take a moment to reflect. How will this decision impact not just you, but everyone involved? It's about recognizing that even the smallest choices can lead to significant outcomes. We have the power to shape our environments and influence the lives of others, and with that power comes responsibility. Let's also consider how being mindful of your impact can foster deeper connections. When people see you making an effort to be considerate, they are more likely to reciprocate. You create an atmosphere of trust and openness, where everyone feels safe to share their thoughts and experiences. That sense of community is invaluable, especially in times of struggle. In this fast-paced world, it's easy to become detached from our actions. But let's challenge ourselves to slow down, to think, and to be present in our interactions. Pay attention to the feelings of those around you and respond with intention. When we practice mindfulness, we become more attuned to the needs of others, and we can act in ways that foster connection and healing. So as you move through your day, remember your impact matters. Choose to be a force for good, to inspire and uplift, to create ripples of positivity that extend far beyond yourself. When we are mindful of our impact, we pave the way for a brighter, more compassionate world, one interaction at a time. Choosing love over hate is a powerful decision that can transform lives and communities. In a world often filled with division and conflict, this choice is more crucial than ever. Love is not just an emotion, it's a force that has the ability to heal, to unite, and to inspire change. When faced with anger or resentment, opting for love can make all the difference.